Alright guys, welcome back to another fanfiction idea, and this time I'm gonna do a fun one, just a good old-fashioned versus. Like, yeah, sometimes you just want one that's not overly complicated. And that's sometimes for the best. So as you can see, it's Star versus Hulk. So we have a Star versus Hulk story. Gotta be honest, I was just kind of like, I haven't really done anything with the Hulk, and it kind of sucks because he's my favorite Marvel hero, so I was like, fuck it, I will do a Hulk story this time around. I think it's been a while since I've done anything with or talked about the Hulk, and shame on me. And I thought, it'd be kind of fun. Kind of like how they always unleash the Hulk during like times of like unleashing him in like Asgard or places like that. I was kind of thinking, it'd be kind of fun. Let's unleash the Hulk in Muni and see what happens. And plus, it's always fun to see people of Muni get their asses beat. So, where this takes place in continuity, nebulously season 3, 4-ish, shit like that. Before we got the god awful ending. So, in here, we follow Ludo, and this is actually going to pick up on a plot thread that never was picked up on by the show ever again. Shocking, I know, there's hundreds of them. But basically what this is that Ludo, why did I say Blue? Ludo is finally ready, he wants to enact a plan against Star and Marco. Like, that's been his dream plan. Like, he's been building to this. And he's like, finally, I shall get my revenge on Star and Marco, and I don't know how to do that. So Ludo is just kind of like, I have a plan, I just don't know what it is yet. So Ludo gets this brilliant idea. He gets Spider and Bird together, and essentially they go out into the world. They go out into the world, and they actually return to Earth. And Ludo is like, I just went to Earth because maybe I can find some inspiration here on this dustball planet, and maybe because in his head, in Ludo's head, he's kind of having this thought of, oh, there's so much clutter in my house. There's so much clutter on this planet. I need to go to Earth. So during that, he actually ends up in just the wilds of New Mexico. Right after, during this time, he gets there, and he actually hears commotion not too far away from where he is. So he's like, curious. So he goes there, and he goes into a New Mexico town and sees the Hulk battling several robots. And they're mandroids sent by S.H.I.E.L.D., I should say. So Hulk's battling these mandroids, and Hulk is just like, Hulk just want to be left alone. Why can't puny humans leave Hulk alone? And Ludo's like, light bulb. So, after the Hulk escapes, after the Hulk leaves, after defeating the mandroids, Ludo follows the Hulk. He heads out and follows the Hulk out into the wilds, where he sees the Hulk, and that's when he's like, hey, big guy. And Hulk is like, who, puny bird thing? And I was like, name's Ludo, friend. Friend? Yeah, we're friends, right? I'm green, you're green, I'm, a pinnacle of masculinity, you're second place. And Hulk is like, other people say they Hulk's friend, but then they not. And Ludo's like, I know the feeling. I thought I had friends too, but then I lost them all. And I never had a good father either. Hulk not have good father either. So they get to talking. The Hulk, Hulk and Ludo, start talking. And during this, Hulk calms down, and he actually turns into Banner. And of course, Ludo's like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, oh, you, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna, you calm down Hulk enough to make me talk to you. So I don't know what your plan is, because I know you're up to something. Who or whatever you are, leave before I get angry. And the Hulk gets mad. And that's when Ludo's like, sorry, pal, I got plans, and your big green other half is part of them. So Ludo actually takes a rock and like just strikes Banner in the head, knocking him out, and then takes him back to Muni. And when Banner wakes up, he finds himself chained up, and he's like, don't bother. Ludo's like, don't bother. Those were magical chains. Quest buy. It's amazing what you can get at a Quest buy clearance sale. So Ludo explains that he plans to unleash the Hulk on Muni and take out his enemies. And he's like, you just want to use Hulk as a weapon? I'm so sick of you people. And he gets angry, and he turns into the Hulk, and that's when Ludo uses a spell to bind the Hulk out here so he can't turn back into Banner. So yeah. So he turns into Hulk, and he's like, green guy, big guy, what's up? It's me, Ludo. I took care of Banner. You're free, but we have problems. This place isn't safe. And he's like, not safe? Why not, little bird lizard man? And Ludo explains that, like, there's evil humans here, then they hurt monsters like us. We gotta hurt them back. And, like, Hulk's like, Hulk smash! Like, then Hulk will smash them. So he jumps off, and Ludo's like, oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. I need to get popcorn. So it starts off small. It starts off with a village just being a human village being decimated by a unknown giant monster. And Eclipse is there taking notes, and people are like, it was a big green monster. It was no monster we had ever seen. We tried to fight it, but nothing could hurt the monster. And you are the queen of the monsters. And she's like, first off, I'm queen of Muni. Shut the fuck up. Secondly, I don't know anyone of this big giant. And he's like, and they're like, it called itself the Hulk. And Marco hears that. He's like, excuse me, did you say Hulk? And they were like, yeah, called itself the Hulk. It was pretty incredible. Rampaging around here. It's almost like it was immortal. And he goes, 1 second. Eclipse, can I talk to you? So Marco pulls Eclipse aside and goes, and Star comes along too, and he's like, you need to run. And he's like, why? And he's like, because that's what they're talking about is the Hulk. I know what he is. He is one of the most powerful beings on Earth, and there's a reason why they call him the Incredible Hulk. Nothing on the planet has managed to defeat him. You need to run, and maybe there's a spell we could use to send him back to Earth. And they're like, yeah, we'll just use the dimensional scissors and pop him back. And they're like, cool, let's see if we can do that. So at the meantime, Eclipse goes with her forces of both monsters and humans to face the Hulk. And the Hulk is, of course, he's there. He's on his way to the castle. So they try to rout him, and Eclipse and the other forces try to fight him, and the Hulk proceeds to pummel them all. Now, you maybe think, well, this is easy. They'll just use dimensional scissors and cut him open. Cut a hole and kick the Hulk back to Earth. The problem is, Ludo thought of this, and what he's been doing while the Hulk has been distracting everyone on his rampage, he's actually used a spell to make all the dimensional scissors inert. Like, he's found an ancient spell, and he's like, what'd you think I was doing? Talking to rocks all day? I was reading ancient dark magic. So I used this spell to make the scissors inert for at least 72 hours. It's only temporary, like a good 72 hours. And they're like, so we can't send the Hulk back. And he's like, more importantly, none of you can run away. And they're like, oh shit. So the Hulk Eclipse gets back with her remaining forces and reveals that the Hulk is on his way. And everyone has to everyone has to rally to battle the Hulk. Everyone, they're calling Hekapoo, they call the Magical High Commission. They even get, Eclipse bites the bullet with Moon's help, convinces Mina Loveberry to help because it's in the defense of Muni, and there will be humans killed, and plus she'll get to fight and kill a big monster. And she's like, oh boy, monster killing! I love nothing better than mass genocide. And they're like, Jesus Christ, not now. So the Hulk arrives, and Star is there, and she actually Eclipse actually gives her the wand back to use for this. She gets to use the wand one last time, because Eclipse is like, I couldn't fight that thing, maybe you could. So Star, Moon, Marco, they're all leading the charge against the Hulk, and the Hulk just proceeds to wreck shit. Like, he's taking down Romulus. Like, he tries to, like, freeze him in his crystals. The Hulk just, like, breaks through. Omnitraxus, like, tries to trap him in the inside of himself, inside the very universe itself. The Hulk actually goes full World Breaker and just tears open Omnitraxus and nearly rips him in half. Globgor tries to fight him. He actually, like, Hulk breaks his kneecap, not taking him out. There, he's just Tom tries to and his demon forces try to subdue the Hulk, and Marcus explaining nothing's gonna work because the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. And they're like, "Gee, thanks for telling us now." And he's like, "It slipped my mind, okay?" So the battle continues until finally Star jumps in and she's battling the Hulk in her butterfly form. And during the fight, she actually uses her magic to unbind the magic that was holding Bruce Banner back, and actually reaches into his head to contact Banner and help him get control of back to the Hulk. And it's Ludo was like, after the end of it, Ludo's like escaping, but as he did, he's like, "I never lied to the Hulk. I never once lied to the big guy. I'm his friend, and I wanted to make this place safe for monsters. Something you haven't done yet, Eclipsa. So keep that in mind. I'll be back. Laters, Eagle." And he's like, "Eagle," and just the Eagles comes along and snatches him up and flies away. So by the end of it, Eclipsa, after the spell wears off, they send Banner home, but they're like, Eclipsa's like, "Maybe we can find some magic to separate you and the Hulk," and Banner's like, "No, it's my burden, it's mine alone." So Banner goes back, sad Incredible Hulk theme plays, he's hitchhiking down the road, and there you go. So there you go, guys. There's Star versus Hulk. Just something I just thought up on the fly, and you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of it? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.